Hey there, it's Beth, and I'm up for Spiegel Mom Scraps for Scrap It Saturday. And this layout came together super quickly, really easily, and I absolutely love it. So I had a scrap piece of paper on my floor from a previous layout, and I cut it down to 9 by 12 because that's the size that I'm using for my Project Life this year. And it had some copper lines on the paper that I noticed. And I was like, wow, I have this Liquitex acrylic ink that would match that perfectly. And I felt the paper just needed a little bit more something. So I splattered that on the paper really quickly, and it literally took me like 2 seconds to dry. It did not take me long to dry at all. Then I had this piece of vellum that was on the floor as well. So then I grabbed that. And I did a little bit of layering here for this layout. Yay me. Again, here's another scrap. Literally everything from this layout was completed with scraps that were just like laying around on my floor. So I have another scrap piece of paper that I'm using for my layout. And then I have these pieces from the Ali Edwards story kit from the Go kit. I actually never thought I was going to use these, but then because the paper, if you can faintly see that it has maps on it of North and South America, I figured this was a perfect time to talk about how adventurous my little one is and how she's always willing to go somewhere and do something with somebody. It doesn't matter who. She's, as long as it's family, obviously, but she's always ready to do something. She's always ready to go somewhere. So I grabbed that geo tag and I stuck that there, and then I'm thinking. And again, another scrap piece of paper just laying around on my desk. So I cut that, and it's just a really small border for the photo, but I think it really gives it what I needed it to give. The next thing here is for me to pretty much just stick everything down. Obviously with the vellum, I didn't stick any tape where the vellum was showing, so I just stuck a little bit. And again, with this transparency piece here, I just stuck a little bit of tape as well. So that's it for my layering. I'm not the layering boss like Victoria Marie, definitely not. But, I got a little bit going. Then I grabbed the Cloud Frenzies. These are the quartz clouds from the shop, and aren't they lovely? And I thought they were perfect for the layout. I was really, really happy how they just brought a little bit of something. Then I was like, oh, I think I want to sew on them. So I didn't really want to put a lot of glue, but I just needed them to be held down for a little bit so that I could get them over to the sewing machine. So you can see I'm using the Tombow multi-medium here, and I literally just a little dab of glue. And then I'm going to bring this over to the sewing machine, and I'm going to use a zigzag stitch over there. So I've gone to the sewing machine. It literally does not take me that long, but I wanted to go ahead and leave the video on so that I could just briefly share with you how awesome it is that if you use code SHIPME for the Spiegel Mom Scraps, you get free US shipping from March 2nd to the 12th, and that there's also a new design team coming soon. And I have to say that I will definitely be reapplying because Jody is amazing and all of the girls on the team are amazing. But there's also a sale on some sequins that she's going to be retiring. So you can grab those for reduced prices the March 2nd through the 12th as well. And again, don't forget to use code SHIPME for free shipping. So I think that's super awesome of Jody to do. And I hope you go ahead and pick up some of these sequins. Now, the sequins that I ended up using for this layout are the Spring Fever sequins, and they are absolutely gorgeous. But I'm not going to lie, I did have a little bit of an issue getting them stuck on. So I will share with you that in a second. Here I am. I'm just taping down the threads from the back, and I pulled all the thread to the back of the layout, and I just taped it down with some washi tape. Those are the Spring Fever sequins, and they look like little flowers. So they're cupped, and I used the multi-medium glue, but it doesn't seem to be sticking very well. So I'm going to wait till later today. And if it's still not sticking very well, I think I'm just going to have to run to Michael's and grab the mini glue dots, because I know those will work well for this. That's pretty much it for this layout. I did some journaling, as well as I used some Tim Holtz little word stickers throughout the layout, which you'll see in the still shots. Again, use code SHIPME for free shipping from March 2nd through the 12th in the Spiegel Mom shops. And I hope you enjoyed this super quick layout that I put together. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. Bye.